Good morning. That's bright. Oh, Pete. Oh. Rolled over. I was falling asleep. I hear a thud, and I wake up. Guess what that was? The dog leaning his butt against the door as he's about to lay down. Yeah. Fun times. What happens about 30 seconds later when I get all comfied up again? My alarm goes off. Yay. So my head feels better. My back not so much. But I don't even know exactly what's going to happen because the head pain could come back. It often does. But we'll see. The back will loosen up. I do want to get my workout in today. I know it helps. It's proven the fact that it helps. So, and if it's a nice enough day, we'll go for a walk through the neighborhood. But we'll see. I'll be making up my mind in a little bit on whether or not I want to have more snooze or if I want to stay awake. We'll see. But we'll talk soon either way. 2 down, 1 to go. This one requires stairs. Oh, it is far too early for this. I don't mind doing it. The only bad part is, because the back is so tight right now, is, bending down. Bending over to put a dish down. Or bending down to scoop food out of the bottom of a bin. Oh, yeah. Interesting, I can tell you. Come on, Felix. Use the last one. 2 are fed upstairs, 1 is fed downstairs. The cats are usually down here in the living room. Rosie gets her meds. And Kobe's by the back door. And he's going to want to go back out after he eats. So I have to hurry this. And while I'm down here, I get the uber fun job. The only down part from pet sitting. Lovely litter box. But I'm not going to let them go 4 days without having it cleaned. I just can't. So if they're coming back tomorrow, Mom said 1 to 2 days is never a problem. But to leave it for 4 days, I don't feel right about it. So I change it. Even though I hate it. The things I do for little furry thingies. But anyways, I better get to feeding Felix before he starts having a knip poop on my butt. And then I'm gonna skip the litter. But I'll be back. No worries there. My turn. I personally don't know what I'm gonna have for breakfast. I might have some yogurt. I'm gonna try clementine. I don't usually like them. They're a little on the bitter side, but I'm going to try it. Because you never know, fresh might be a little different. And tastes do change from time to time. I'm not really feeling having some cinnamon rolls for breakfast. I don't know if I want cinnamon toast. You know what? I might have some eggs. I haven't had eggs in forever. So maybe I'll make up some eggs. So, I got the yogurt and the clementine out. I'll make myself a couple eggs. Might get just some plain bread out of the freezer. And we'll be back. Because, well, it's just eggs. You don't need to watch me do eggs. So, I'll see you soon. Breakfast is ready. Not something I normally have, but it looks like it's gonna be good. It sounds like it's gonna be good. So let me flip the camera and you will see. Steak, omelet, yogurt, and mandarin. And of course, my DC. It'll be nice, I think. But the dog's barking up a storm outside, so I gotta go get him and I'll be back to eat this. Good afternoon. I took a nap for a couple hours and I feel much better. My bed is still on the wee bit tight side, but it's not like it's super bad. I'm actually going to do my workout, hop in the shower, and we will see where we are from there. I do want to get to reading the Bible today. I haven't read the Bible. I need to get back into that. I'm putting it on you. Put it on me. I need to read the Bible. Come on, people. No, I'm just kidding. I have to do it for myself. But for me to say I'm putting it on you actually makes me more so put it on myself. So hopefully that helps. And no, I'm still not wearing my glasses. I find that a lot of times not wearing my glasses actually helps me. It is quite old of a prescription. I got my eyes tested last in 2017. But with everything that is around us, I'm kind of waiting. I'm kind of waiting. I'm the type of person that because of the shape of my face, especially here, it is wider than average. So if I go in, and I've heard of a lot of places that they have it where they take your picture and you just see on a computer while you're wearing your regular old glasses what looks good on you. I can't do that. Oftentimes, glasses don't fit my face. I can't put them on. Like, I'm going to put them on to show you. But a lot of times, I'll put them on, and it starts to stretch them out like this. You get to a point where you just can't put it on. When I tried these glasses on, they fit perfectly. Like, when I was there, they had the plastic lenses in it, the whole bit. I had them made up. I come back, and they're tight. So tight that if you pay attention, you can see the indent on the side of my face after I've worn them all day long. But what can I do? So I'm not in a position where I just can't sit there and try on glasses. They usually send me to the cheaper wall, and I'm not too worried about that, because it is better. It is within my budget a little bit more. But then I look through it, and a lot of times it's men glasses. I'm not a man. I don't want to wear man glasses. I like my girly glasses, my blingy glasses. So, bland, male frame, it's not for me. It's just not for me. And then they have older glasses. Sorry, I'm getting an unknown phone call. I don't pick them up anyways. They have the older frame glasses, which I see my grandma, my late grandmother, kind of like the ones she used to wear. I'm 38. I'm not wearing glasses that remind me of my grandmother, and she was in her 80s when she passed. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. I'd rather pay out of pocket than wear something like that. No, thank you. No, thank you. So it makes things a little more difficult. So, I paid, obviously there was some coverage, and these are transition lenses. I'm sure you noticed that from yesterday's vlog, but in case you didn't watch it, at least you know. Speaking of which, this would be for future people who watch this video, this portion, because it is currently on private. My niece is in the background. I need the okay from my sister to post it. It is just the back of her while I'm walking around, but I want to make sure 100% that she approves of it being posted for public use. If she doesn't, I have to put a sticker on it. I'm going to have to blur it. I'm going to have to just figure something out, which isn't a problem. But at least this way, if she goes, yep, that's fine, go for it, then the work's all done. And if I have to blur it, it's already there. I just have to go on, I'll have to use my mom's laptop because I'm here, and it'll take me 5-10 minutes, blur her out, and I'm good to go. So, not so bad. But anyways, they cost me about I think it was $120, $127, something like that, after all the discounts from what, because they did take from the coverage that they could, because it was added in the prescription that I need the transition lens. It does help protect the eyes, and it does help me with my migraines substantially. This way I can see and have a little help with the sunlight. It does help with migraines. The sun is one of my triggers, so that is huge for me. So like I said, I only paid about $125-ish for the frames, and I don't have an issue with that because I do like them. I may really just go in and say, can you just swap out the lenses? If I can't find anything. But right now, I'm literally just avoiding going to the eye doctors and going to get glasses. That's all really I'm doing. But I also know I'd have to take the bus there and take the bus in the in-between and the bus back, and it's just, that's a lot of people. Especially since a year ago, I literally just missed walking by the bus driver who had COVID. Didn't know it, of course not, because he wasn't showing any symptoms, but he was still considered to be in that contagious range. So I'm kind of haven't been taking a bus. So I completely limited myself on what I can do and where I go. But as time goes on, things like that will get better too. I don't have an issue taking the bus. It's just a little more safety precaution on my end. That's all. And no, I have not made the bed yet. I actually learned quite a few years ago that you should not make your bed right away when you get out of it, because the bacteria will grow. You give it a few, like usually I just go get ready, shower, then make the bed after I'm dressed, because it gives it enough time that your sweat has dried. Whether it's soaked or not, you do sweat at night without realizing it. And so I've always just left it for a while, let it dry. There's less bacteria that can grow. So that's just me. Everybody's different. So, but yeah, a long story short, 7 minutes and 35 seconds just to tell you I'm going to have a workout and a shower, and I will be back soon. Don't you worry. I always come back. Workout is done and video's up. I got the approval during the workout. So I went quickly and I turned around and I'm privatized it. It's not public. So I want to shower. I'm sweaty. I want to shower. I'll be back. Showered and dressed. Feel good. I have some towel crease lines on my forehead still. But that's okay. It is 2:30. I haven't eaten lunch yet. I'm going to eat a little something just to get me going until supper. And then we will go from there. So I will check the fridge and see what I'm going to have. And like I said, go from there. Talk to you soon. Yes, it's me again. Of course. I had a snack. It was just a tortilla shell with cheese, and I nuked it for about 45 seconds just to melt it. And I had like 6 crackers with cheese and then one without, just because I accidentally pulled out 7 and I had 6 pieces of cheese. So I had that. I'm also going to have some of these Neander chips and peach mango. They're good. And I also brought out, ta-da! It's upside down. Handy dandy study Bible that apparently I'm matching with today because my shirt is pink. And no, that was not planned. I actually got this as a gift a couple Christmases ago. Actually, my aunt also said she had called me the other day, and she, by the sounds of it, is going to be giving me a different study Bible. So that's going to be fun too. But yeah, I've sat down, I got myself a drink, I got myself a little extra snack, just because I'm craving a little something sweet. So at least this isn't like eating cake or something. So it's going to be a little on the healthier side. And I'm going to read through a few chapters of the Bible. Where I stop is where I stop. I am a little bit behind. So even like I normally like read 3. So as long as I hit that 3, if I do 4, 5, 6, 7, or wherever after 3, then that puts me in catch up mode. But at least if I do the 3, I'm at least in keep up zone. So we shall see. And then I'm not sure, because this will probably, I might read for like an hour, hour and a half or something. And then, so that'll put me at 4:30, give or take a few. Don't think I'll be hungry, at least not hungry enough for an early supper. So if that's the case, then I might take the dog out for a, if I say the word, he'll come in here, he'll bark his head off because he'll think we're leaving now. And I can vlog some of that. I'm not going to do too much because I don't want to show other people's houses or people or street signs. He just barked. I may have to go get him. He's outside, but he likes to sit outside for a while. So we'll see. And then have supper. I haven't done dishes since I've been back, so those will have to be done. I'll do those after supper. And then we'll probably craft, but yeah, he's barking. He's barking too much. I'll be back. When I sit back down, I'll just read. I'll be back after. Look who's ready to go. Talk to you soon. And we're walking. I'm winded, but I'm still going strong. It's a nice little walk, and I'm trying to keep up a good pace, but he's not pulling. So that's really good. And he's behaving even if there's other dogs around. So it's being a good walk. It's a little on the chilly side, but what do you expect? It dropped down to 5, feel like 0. So yeah, it's nice, it's beautiful, and I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Talk to you soon. We are back, and my back hurts like a son of a pitush. But I held pace, and I made it all the way. He did stir it up with one dog. Instantly I grabbed the lead and sat him down, and he was fine. He made it through. My glasses are a bit foggy. You guys look blurry. And I noticed that he was about to start with the second dog. So I instantly sat him down and got down to his level and told him he's being a good boy. He's okay. And he was fine, no problem. So he did amazing. He is going to get his treat. And then I'm going to sit down and we're going to talk a little bit more about how excited I am that I was able to do that. We haven't been gone that long. Oh, but it hurts. But I'm happy. I'll be back. My hair's a mess. It's windy. It wasn't that bad, like as in that cold, except for when the wind hits you. On the second last leg of it, so coming up this way, so we could come down this way, it was complete wind in the face. I don't like the cold. I really don't like the cold. And my back. Oh, it was getting so tight. So painful. And it's starting to, like, this is my spine. Well, you use this line here as my spine. It was shooting this way across my back. But all in all, I'm happy. I'm proud of myself. I didn't slow down. I actually walked at I'd call it a power walk pace. So it's not like I was jogging. I didn't overdo it. he was not pulling. And that was the biggest thing, because I know he pulls. Every other time I've gone for a walk, I'm far too slow for him, and he pulls. And I think just because I went right off the hop, I did the power walk. Either way, it didn't matter what speed I was going. My back was going to hurt before I got back. That's no ifs, ands, or buts, because it's that long of a walk. And he didn't pull at all. He jumped once because he gets excited when there's other dogs around. He did it once. I sat him right down. I held on to the lead, and he instantly stopped. No more barking, nothing. So when it came around to him starting again on our last leg, thankfully she crossed the road because I was about to, and with her dog, and I instantly sat him down, and he watched them the whole way, but he didn't make a sound, and he didn't get up. He did amazing. I'm proud of him too. Like, we both did good on this walk. So, but I feel good. Like, honestly, on the last leg, well, I had cover up with my finger. I could feel it here. Like, this is part of my workout. I feel it here. I can feel the muscles. And then along the back, right above what I call my butt shelf. So it's right in the sciatica area. It's right straight across. But I can already feel it loosening up. So, progress. See, guys, progress. These workouts are amazing. Never in my life. The last workout I actually did, I was doing it with my mom and my aunt. And it's supposed to be a very good workout for you. And I remember doing it, and oh, they were winded. I'm the big girl. Okay, I was the big girl between the three of us. They were winded. Oh, that was such an extreme workout. They couldn't believe it. I said, can we put it on the actual workout now? Because that was just showing us what the workout is, like, showing us the moves. That wasn't the workout. They're like, oh, that was the workout. You know, that was the workout. Look at us. We're sweating and everything. I never did it again because I didn't get anything out of it. Like, if I'm going to do a workout, I want to feel it. I want to either get sweaty, I want to get winded, or I want to feel my muscles. And with these workouts, and they did it Monday, Wednesday, Friday was a new episode. I'm doing it one a month. So I'm going to have an entire year of workout where they did it in, I think it was like 12 days. So like 4 weeks, sorry. But the first one, I started on January 1st. My birthday's on the 3rd. And supper, laughing at my niece. And literally my muscles at the top of my stomach, at the bottom of my rib cage, that area. It was starting to, like, I could feel them. And I'm like, oh, I have never felt those muscles. Never in my life. I've had 3 kids. I've never once felt those muscles even before I had the 3 kids. You know, so it's like, what the heck? These workouts work. I'm sitting in a chair. My heart starts pumping. I get winded. I can feel the sweat. It's giving me everything. But the pain. My biggest thing going into this year was I want to find a workout that I can actually do, that I can stick with. Because if it hurts me, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do something that's going to make me worse. That's just stupid. That's really just stupid. So I was like, I need to find something. I need to do my research. And I touched base on this when I discussed that I had been following somebody who said that feel no shame. If you start in a chair, start in a chair. At least you're doing it. At least I'm doing it. I'm not using it as an excuse. Oh, well, and I used to. Trust me, I used to. I used to use my disabilities. I'm on disability, so I can use the word disability. I used to use my disabilities as my excuse. Okay? I used to. Well, I can't do this because of this. And you know what? In some circumstances, I still don't have a choice. I can't put myself out there. If I can't live my regular day-to-day, which, you know, especially right now where I'm not running the food bank, I'm not doing really anything. So if I, like, and here I go off on a tangent again. Just to say that for me being able to do that walk and the pain's already subsiding, this workout works. And I've been told with the fact that I have the hernia disc, I'm not supposed to do any twisting action. My body is not conventional science. Because that twisting is what's helping my back. Believe it or not. So, hence the reason I say that these workouts aren't for everybody. But it doesn't hurt to look at it. If someone wants to know, I will share it. But you have to look at it and say, okay, can I do this? But the people who are doing the workouts, one of them is plus size and the other one is a trainer. And they will both tell you do only what you can. If you only can do 3 reps, do 3 reps. Just keep doing the workouts until you can get yourself to that 12 to start. Because if you're even just doing 3, that's 3 more than you did the day before. And that 3 will build you up to 4, and then to 5, and then to 6 and 7 and more. I'm at 14 reps. Because January was 12, February was 13, and now we're at 14. And then it'll be 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and so on and so forth. She changes it up from time to time. So I know there's a point where, and I don't know how she works it in, but there is, you go from a sitting position to a stand-up position. And I can tell you full out right now, I'd be able to do maybe like 3 or 4 tops. Okay, pre-workout, because I don't know. Since I was able to go up those stairs and I was able to go up that hill without knee issues, I don't know. It could be like 6 or 7. I can't see myself be able to do the full rat, but I've got 30 days to build it. And I'm not there yet, which means I'm still working those muscles and building those muscles. Still the peach mango. So really, I like it. I really, really like this. I can really see myself lose weight on this. Which also gives it time that, you know, since I'm just in the, I'm thinking about the pills for the weight loss, just because with the PCOS, one of the symptoms is weight gain. And the heavier you are, the worse that symptom is and other symptoms are. So, just the fact that without doing anything, I was maintaining a weight, which means I should be in a calorie and in essence between the amount of get up and go that I do, which I could never deem it as exercise, right? But I used to get up on the bus. Those are steps that were not accounted for. Walking to a bus stop, it's not accounted for, right? You know, walking around the mall, that's not accounted for. I was doing that at least once a week with my sister. And it would be from, well, my niece would go to school, we'd get on the bus, and we'd head out. Sometimes my niece had an appointment, so she just came with us. So we just, you know, sometimes her husband would just drop us off at the mall, and we'd be there from like 8:45 all the way until he was done work and we'd get there about 5:30, almost going on 6 o'clock by the time we'd be heading out of there. And 90% of that was walking. So we'd sit down for lunch, and then we'd sit down, wait for him, because sometimes he'd come in and we'd just eat at the mall. So, but between that, we were just walking. We'd walk through stores, we'd go to Torrid, we'd go to, of course, we'd hit the Dollarama. We were always at Dollarama. The Walmart, you know, and sometimes that's what we did. We just planned it out that once we were about to finish, we would head out towards the Walmart, and she would pick up her groceries on the way out. I may pick up a thing or two, obviously smaller budget. But I mean, I'm also one person, so I don't ever need that much. So that would be our basic Thursday. And we used to do life group before this whole thing started. And we used to go to life group, which was not far from the mall. So it kind of stupid get picked up and head out to their place to go have dinner, only to head back in that direction. So Thursday, we'd just do whatever throughout the day, and then he'd come pick us up, and either we'd have lunch, supper at the mall, or we'd go to like Pizza or whatever, grab some pizza, have some supper, and then head out to our life group. So how much sitting was I really doing? But this was all accounted for calorie burning. I don't count, just walking around in the pool and, walking around with the, joking around with the little kids, whatever. Just do like quick dive, basically splash around in the pool. I don't count that as exercise, but it's still calorie burning. So all this to say that I have been maintaining a 285-ish to 295-ish. I'm in that that 10-pound range. So I'm maintaining weight. So even if I did all this, but let's say I went for lipo because it just automatically takes the fat off. If I'm currently maintaining a weight at this weight, with the PCOS being a weight gain at this point, could you imagine if they were able to take off, let's say, even 50 pounds worth of fat? I would be in a I would be in a lower category. And so the PCOS wouldn't be as bad, which means I could potentially be losing weight, even if it was just slowly. So you see where I'm going with this? So that's why I'm kind of half considering the pills, just because it would be that boost to get me to start going. And then because the severity of the PCOS would start to diminish, it would just naturally start occurring. But while I'm considering this, thinking about it, I'm going to end up having to book an appointment with my doctor, figure out the one she would like to put me on, if she were to put me on one, and then do my research thereafter, because if I'm going to go into this, I'm going to be educated. I'm going to want to know everything about that pill. I'm going to want to know the side effects and the good parts and the bad parts and the whole bits and the whole kit and caboodle, literally everything. And then go from there. And if it works for me, if it sounds like it'll help, I'll do it. But during this process, if this workout cuts in, I'm not even going to bother with those pills. Because that's just one more pill that Nina would have to take, and Nina don't like taking no pills. So I'm already at 17.5 minutes here. I'm going to edit this. I'm probably going to cut part of this out. We will see. And I'll figure it out. Either way, you're going to get a vlog no matter what happens. So, but I'm going to sit here, relax a little bit more. I'm going to drink some more. And then probably start thinking about supper. And we will talk to you soon. Toodaloo for now. I'll be back in 2 seconds and you won't even know it. I need to stand up. I'm sitting here coloring and I'm dozing off. That's not good. I don't want to sleep tonight. Not now. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna feed supper to the cat and the dog. And then I'm gonna have my own supper. It should help. But we shall see. So I found a few things. I had no idea what I wanted to use because they were all kind of nice. So I turned around and sent them through the Cricut. Every last one of them. There's 1, 2, 3, there's 7 of them. So, as you can see on here, peekaboo, this one's not so bad, but there are missing letters and things that are broken up in here. And then to try to glue it down is going to be pretty much the end of the world trying to stick that down. So, that's not an option. The big old circle actually started ripping at one point. Where is it? Which one? Where did it go? One of them ripped anyways. But again, too thin to be able to glue down. And then when I lifted it up, it ripped all the words out. So the third option was this pretty cross, Walk in Faith, which is not too terribly bad. So if I were to use this, but there's no in, I could always find a brown marker, so you can see my face while I talk, and put the in and use that. I could get away with that. But here it didn't quite all turn out. And then it's repiecing it back together that would be an issue. The bottom four, this one turned out, this one turned out, this one turned out, but those will be too difficult to turn around and glue down, so I'm not even going to bother with them. This one, it literally is a cross on the ground with a piece of material over it. I'm sure the better part of Christians would have seen that before. The only thing is that when I put all the layers together, instead of just cutting the outline of it, which it would have been absolutely beautiful, it cut everything out individually in one spot. So I have a wee little bit of a cross here because that was the center portion, and then it was cut here because of the fabric, and cut over here because of the fabric, and it was just cuts everywhere. So that one's garbage. So right now, I'm literally just cleaning this off because, well, I can't leave it on there. That's it. That's really what I'm doing. And these are the ones that, like I said, worked out. So a plain brown cross. Why did I have to put it on top of the mat? I'm silly sometimes. A cross in the ground. That one turned out, as well as the one with the outside. Mind you, again, this one would be very difficult to glue down. And literally that was the outside of that. So the inner part is usable. So yeah, so that's the fun I'm having at the moment. While I was doing that and waiting for it to cut, I was finishing the movie that I was watching while I was having dinner, which was called Meet the Robinsons. My sister threw it on to watch last week at her place, but I didn't pay complete attention, so I missed quite a bit of it, so I decided to rewatch it. Before that, I finished watching the movie Up. No, I had never seen it before. I started actually watching it last Sunday here with my nephew, and he was just glued to it. And it's actually a pretty good movie. So if you haven't seen either of these movies, go ahead and watch them. They get my seal of approval.
I'm literally falling asleep. I'm probably going to end up dropping my phone like last night if I keep trying. So I'm going to let you go and say goodnight now. Sleep tight.